Hi everybody, Iron Dog 63 here with another video. Um, this video is probably, it's not the greatest, I can bet. It's not going to be the most interesting, but it's for you people that have that burning question that you've been wanting to ask, but haven't done it yet. And you might say, well, Iron Dog, what is that question? Is it the theory of life? No, that's not near as important as question as this. I don't know. Theory of relativity? That's not as nearly as important as this. Where did we come from? That's not as nearly as important as this question. Is there an afterworld? That's not as nearly as important as this question. The question you are probably asking yourself, and that's not all of you, just a few of you, is, my God, Iron Dog, when are you gonna do a follow-up video on your dehydrated onions? Well, this is it. This is the follow-up video on the dehydrated onions. I showed you the dehydrated onion video, and since then I have done another bag of dehydrated onions. And if for all you people that are into dehydrating and like dehydrating, which is excellent, good way to store food. For all you other people that aren't, you may ask a question. Well, how come dehydrated food or seasonings is so expensive? Why is it so expensive? Well, first of all, you gotta pick the food, you gotta clean the food, you gotta chop the food into small enough pieces. Then you gotta use the electricity to dehydrate it. And it could go anywhere from 6 to 36 to 48 hours, depends on how much you are dehydrating. And that's where the cost comes in. You know, onion powder, garlic powder, tomato powder, all them kind of powders are expensive. Mushroom powder. It's because by the time you get done powdering something, you have very little product for the amount of product you started out with. I did 8 pounds of diced up onions on the dehydrator. I did it in 2 different dehydrating sessions. And then yesterday, I was going to take video of it, but I didn't. I brought it all over to my blender and I powdered it. And it took probably 2 to 3 minutes to powder it all. And the reason why, people, that seasonings are so expensive is this. Now take a gander at this. This right here is a pint jar, and it's just about half full. Half full. So it's a half a pint jar. That is 8 pounds of dehydrated onions into powder form right there. That's why your seasonings cost so much. When you get a small little bottle of it, you say, well, there isn't much in there. Well, yes, there is. There's a lot in there. Because I can fill probably 2 or 3 of them small little bottles that you buy at the store with what I got here. And every time you sprinkle it out on something, you're sprinkling a half or a quarter of an onion onto something, in theory. But that's why your spices cost so much, because it takes so much to make such a little amount. Anything that has to be dehydrated and turned into a powder, or dehydrated and chipped and turned into minces, like minced onion or vegetable flakes, trust me, there is a lot of onions or a lot of vegetables in there. You may not think so, but by the time you take a piece that's this long and you dehydrate it and it comes out the size of a grain of rice. That is a lot of product in there. Now this onion powder is probably enough to last us a year, if not more. And since we have a hot dog cart, every time we have an event to go to, I buy 5 pounds of chopped onions, and whatever I don't have, or whatever I have left over, I dehydrate. I could freeze them, but I'm trying to get away from using the freezers. The freezers cost money. That's all they do, is they drain your pocket every day of money. So why not dehydrate it, get it over with, and put it in a jar so you can use it whenever you want it. Or you can can it, like I did the peas and carrots. I got them out of my freezer and I canned them. I also canned green beans yesterday. I didn't show a video on the green beans, but I did the same thing with the green beans as I did with the carrots. Exactly the same. The only thing was different was the time in the pressure canner. That way I have nothing in my freezer. The only thing I got in my freezer right now are 3 7-pound bags of ice, and they are coming out in just a little bit because my son needs that freezer for the half of beef that he bought. So, and he'll be taking that freezer tonight when he gets out of work home. So that means I don't have to pay electricity on it. I don't have to pay electricity to store the stuff. The 3 bags of ice that I got in the freezer right now, I have room for them in another freezer because I used 4 bags of ice the other day at an event, so I have room for them. And I will be able to get everything out of my freezer and hand it over to him and not have to pay another nickel for electricity on that freezer until he's done with it, I get it back and I need it. This is Iron Dog saying, if you are a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, please like my video and subscribe to it. Like my channel, subscribe to my channel. If you don't want it, that's fine. Just watch my videos and like them. And as always, God bless and have a good day.